A warm welcome to Senate House Library's exhibition Writing in Times of Conflict. You can discover over 100 items in one room representing a variety of voices who have used the written word to try and achieve peace and reconciliation over the last 100 years. The items on display are drawn from the rich and extensive collections held at Senate House Library, which cares for more than 2 million books, 50 unique special collections and over 1,600 archives. Through these, you can explore some of the world's most notable conflicts through the eyes and words of people that were there, and consider some of the world's biggest questions. Is the pen mightier than the sword? Can there ever be world peace? The exhibition starts in 1919, just after the signing of the Treaty of Versailles marked the formal end of the First World War, which led to the establishment of contemporary peace movements. It explores some of the most significant military, environmental and economic conflicts that ensued right up until 2019, touching on current political issues such as Brexit, economic inequality and climate change. There are many bold stories by well-known writers on display. These include one of the first editions of John Maynard Keynes' The Economic Consequences of the Peace, a rare signed copy of In Our Time by Ernest Hemingway, and a letter from Virginia Woolf describing World War II bombers flying overhead. These are complemented by unique photographs and documents, such as one of the few surviving photostatic copies of the Nazi Black Book. This lists peace activists and politicians targeted by the Gestapo. The Ministry of Information, which was based at Senate House during the Second World War, gave it to the library in 1945. Writing in Times of Conflict combines a selection of narrative by writers, journalists, politicians and local communities from Africa, Latin America and Europe, divided into 4 main themes. Writing for Peace. This section explores some of the authors that use writing as a tool to make their case for peace during some of the world's most notorious conflicts. In the early decades of the 21st century, ongoing conflicts continue to raise questions about peacemaking and the power words have to bring about change. Writing in wartime. Writers have often found themselves in precarious positions during times of conflict due to restrictions on personal liberty and the freedom of the press. In this section, we encounter a wide range of voices showing how even the smallest acts of writing and publishing could be life-affirming. The works on display in this section show how the path to peace is never easy and ever permanently run, and needs to be defended constantly against threats that can reignite fears and tensions. Writing from exile. Writing in such difficult circumstances has taken many shapes and forms in the past century. As this section of the exhibition shows, words and storytelling act as a lifeline for exiles, prisoners and displaced persons, helping them persevere in the darkest of hours. Writing in protest. In this section, we highlight the words of campaigners and writers who have stood up against governments in times of political and military upheaval, thus changing the course of history. With ever-changing political landscapes, this section shows that protest continues to be one of the main vehicles for people to express themselves and challenge policies of government. This exhibition and accompanying events explore the power of the written word in some of the most difficult and troubling times in recent history. We hope your visit will be thought-provoking and inspiring, providing time for reflection on how these stories can help us navigate a path towards peace in today's world and in future. Senate House Library would like to thank all of those involved in contributing to the exhibition, especially womeninpeace.org and Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam, who have provided resources that feature in this exhibition.